Anna Berezowsky, Laura Stewart, good afternoon. Nice to meet you. You made Catcalls, a very short film, 2 minutes, and you're Montreal-based, so we are neighbors. Welcome virtually at the Cinematheque. Just before we begin the discussion, I would like to read the synopsis of your film so our audience can understand a little better what the film is about. Catcalls is a short stop-motion animation exploring street harassment using cats, dogs, and real sentences that humans said to other humans. Fantastic. I mean, now I want to know. And the opening credits mentioned based on true stories. So where are these stories coming from? Those real sentences. Did you do interviews? How did you get those stories?
So our film actually started with another artist. Her name is Sophie Sandberg, and she has an Instagram account where she takes stories from women who are catcalled in New York, and she writes down these quotes from these women onto the sidewalks where they happened in chalk. And then she takes a photograph and she uploads that to her Instagram account. And we knew we wanted to do something with catcalling. We came across this artist in our research, and we reached out and we said, they're so powerful. Can we use these as dialogue in a film? And so she agreed, and that's where all of these quotes come from.
So the film is actually an adaptation of her Instagram account, let's say. Yes. So I especially like the humor and the strong social content in your film, but I suppose that you had to choose some of those sentences to make the film very short. So did you have like a lot of stuff in the beginning, and you had to edit and cut to get this short length?
Yeah, there was a lot, like more than we wanted to choose from. Yeah, Sophie's got like tons of quotes, and we sort of narrowed it down to like themes that we wanted to include in our film. So like we wanted like the sort of basic street harassment, that like the smile and the like, hey, what's your name? And then we wanted like something gross, and we wanted something like kind of shocking, and like we had all of these categories that we wanted to cover, and we picked something from each category that we had all sort of seen in real life as well, and our friends had experienced and stuff like that.
How did it go between the both of you? Did you have to negotiate?
We're pretty on the same page with the majority of the film. We didn't really butt heads on most things. So yeah, there wasn't really it was really, everything just felt really right when we would choose a photo. Like we could see it in our heads, and we could really feel what we would be animating for that scene right away. So we're really on the same page, actually. Yeah.
So how did you achieve such a great balance between humor and the strong content? I mean, it works. It works very well. The timing is great. So, I mean, I suppose that you had at the beginning a very, very precise script or storyboard, because the film works well. And the characters are like, wow, very strong. So how did you achieve this balance?
Well, I think that the fact that we used animals really helped, and we sort of like assigned an animal to each quote. Yeah.
I mean, comedy is not an easy thing, as you know, and the film is funny.
I have to give this one to Laura, because I'm generally on the lighter end of things, and Laura, her previous films have always been very dark at the heart of them. When you really think about it, it's pretty dark.
As
But
Welcome, you think that Welcome is dark?
they have some dark undertones.
Yeah.
But she's got an incredible sense of keeping it fun, and you can smile even though you're crying inside. You can find these really lighthearted moments in even the most dark subjects. So I really have to give it up to Laura for that one, because she was able to really find those moments and to bring through the humor.
Laura, do you want to comment on that?
I mean, I definitely do. I think humor is really important in like all filmmaking, no matter what kind of film you're making. I think it's important to include humor, and like, yeah, taking such a sort of dark subject matter and making it funny, I think is really important. And to have dogs saying these things that fit so well out of a dog's mouth to a cat, that like can I lick your shoulder? Like it's funny because it's a dog, and it's horrifying because it was a man.
We really enjoyed the male characters, those toxic personalities. They are really, really convincing. And we especially loved, let's say, we really enjoyed the Chihuahua character, which, yeah, wow, what a guy. So was it like, yeah, oh, here's the Chihuahua. Wow, he's so tiny.
Yeah.
So did you work like some observation to create these male personalities, because they are strong and convincing and believable?
Well, our voice actors, actually, for this one, we had these incredible voice actors who delivered these lines just amazing. We couldn't believe it. Everyone obviously was volunteers for this film, which we appreciate so incredibly much. And they brought these incredible performances. And so when we went into animating them, we could really riff off of what our voice actors were giving us. And we had a lot of fun with coming up with the actions that really fit that line of dialogue that really are the actors themselves came up with on the spot. So that was a big part of it.
Laura?
Yeah, I think it also comes from life experience. You do interact with people like this from time to time, and you sort of draw from that in creating your characters.
Yeah, because my colleague, she's a woman, and for her, the Chihuahua character was like, I met someone like that before.
Yeah, he's definitely a real man somewhere.
What is your target? Well, there are festivals, but otherwise, what is your target audience for that film?
Well, we really want to go online. Our main objective of the film is to really keep the conversation going from the original artist, which is Sophie. So we want to add on to that. We want to reinvigorate the fire that she started. So our real goal is to get online and get the conversation to continue. Obviously, the pandemic kind of dampened the need for a while, but as people are getting back into the streets and as people are interacting more, there's no change. So we want people just to talk about it. We want men to be aware that it's happening, because that's the main thing from men, is that they don't even know that women are experiencing this kind of harassment. And so we really just want to get the word out there and get people talking about it again.
Laura?
Yeah, I think as many people as we can get to see the film is great. We'll probably, so we'll start with festivals, whoever will take us.
To have a discussion. My last question would be about the production itself. So the film is entirely independent. It's stop motion. You know that puppet animation is not like an easy technique, but there is an overall quality in the film. So I was wondering, how did it go? I mean, the result is really good looking. So, like, was it a lot of work, big challenge to achieve this great film, visually great film?
Well, yeah. I mean, we were working in my like tiny spare room, which I'm in right now. That's like like 6x10. So it was definitely a challenge to get it done in a small space, in a short amount of time in between contracts and limited supplies and stuff. But I think we took a little bit of everything we've learned on all of our previous projects and put our heads together and figured out how to light stuff and make it look nice.
When did the shooting begin?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Do you know, Anna? I think it was last summer.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were it was done. It's like a pandemic film, confinement. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It was very spread out. We had to really fit it into our spare time. So it was a very long production for its length. So I mean, yeah, because we had other contracts on the side and we needed to make money. So it was a long production.
Well, I hope that your film will have a lot of success online and in festivals. For me, it was a really great discovery when we did the election. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us. Stay safe, please, and I wish you great success on that film. Thank you very much, Anna, and thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.